Hi, thank you for taking time to watch this presentation about Forever Living products. Before I start, I'm just going to introduce myself and tell you a bit about my background and how I got involved with the company. So my name's Louise Barnacle. I'm now on the screen with my partner Phil and our 5-year-old daughter Molly. And my background is in restaurant management and the licensing trade. So for the last 8 years, I've run a team of over 100 girls selling vodka in nightclubs. So very, very different to health and wellness aloe vera. The nightclub business obviously required me working 7 nights a week, obviously with student nights at the beginning of the week, evenings, weekends. And because I was self-employed, my phone was just never turned off, which gave me very little time with obviously Phil and Molly. Luckily for me, my best friend, Ange, lives in Lanzarote, and she'd been building her Forever business for over 2 years when she invited me to be her +1 at the company holiday in Sardinia. So at this point, my mum and I were already using the products and loved them. But until the holiday, Ange hadn't actually shown me the business behind the products. She felt that she didn't want it to get in the way of our friendship. Now she obviously realises that she was actually robbing me of a chance to get started with this amazing opportunity. So in Sardinia, I learned that the income with Forever is willable to your family and it's a royalty style income. So for me, as a parent, it was a total no-brainer to get started, part-time, very part-time around my vodka business and being mum. So fast forward 19 months and I've now got my own worldwide team of about 600 people. I've qualified for all of the incentives that we're going to talk through this evening. Winning the car, winning the holidays, but most importantly, I was able to give up my vodka business back in September. So I no longer have the late nights and I get to spend more time with my family. I still work Forever part-time, approximately 25 hours around being mum and the school hours basically. So I enjoy more time, more freedom and more choice. And so you see, sometimes it isn't about everybody wanting more money, but often it's a lot of people join this business wanting more time. So it's my absolute pleasure to be able to share with you how you can do this exactly the same yourselves. Okay, so you can't change your life if you don't change your thinking. This opportunity is different. It's amazing, but very different to the regular way of working and thinking. So if you're still doing the same things today as you are in a year's time, then think about it. You'll still be in exactly the same situation. So from this point on in the presentation, please, I'd like you to clear your mind, keep an open mind to a whole new world of opportunity, and just ask yourself while you're looking at this, if money and time were no object, what would you actually be doing right now? Okay, so we all face many challenges in our current lives. It might be that we're working longer hours, often not getting recognised for that. So, you know, it might be 40-hour contract, but you're actually putting in 48, 50, sometimes 60 hours at your job. It might be that your hours haven't changed, but you've got longer commutes. So there's more traffic on the road, so obviously it's taking longer to get to work. Some people I've heard are even travelling 2 hours a day to and from work. Lack of job security. So obviously we hear about lots of redundancies every day in the press. And it might be that you're looking at a pension option. Obviously pensions aren't what they used to be. So a lot of people turn to Forever to try and actually generate that kind of stability for the future. Okay, so we all have very similar needs. It might be that you're looking to improve your lifestyle, that you like the idea of more travel or a new car. It might be that you need some more financial independence. So it might be that you've got a number of credit cards that you need to pay off. It might be that you're looking for a new way of working, so maybe to be your own boss or to work from home. It might be success, so it might be that you just want some job fulfillment and recognition. So with my vodka business, you know, I was self-employed for over 8 years, so I didn't get any recognition from anybody else. I was the boss as such. So Forever's very different. You get congratulated every step along the way. It takes a little while to get used to that, but once you do get used to it, it's nice. Okay, and then health. So we all use the product, so we are all very healthy in Forever. We've all got nice shiny teeth. We all have You know, we all have nice skin, hair, nails. You know, drinking the gel is brilliant. So we all develop better health even just by working for the company. But it might be that you want a better health lifestyle because essentially you're not going to be doing that awful commute and working in the office. Anything that you're looking at on this screen, whatever it is that you're missing in your life right now, ultimately gives you the peace of mind. And Forever is just a new way of working. So, the Forever Story, who are we? So, if you look at the bottom, we were founded in 1978 in America. We're a family company with family values and the world brand leader in what we do, which is very important. Nobody can copy our aloe patented stabilization process. So essentially, we are the only world brand leader. Nobody can compete at all. And then taken from the mission statement, I'll just read it out. We will create a profitable environment where individuals can, with dignity, be what they want to be, where integrity, empathy and fun are our guides. Now, I don't know about you, but I've not heard of many companies where fun is in their actual mission statement. So the Forever Story, we're in 158 countries all around the world currently. That means that 158 governments have approved both our business model and our products. So that says a lot about our business. We've got over $2.6 billion turnover and over $1.5 billion in assets. So the $1.5 billion in assets is essentially we own all of our head office buildings around the world. So 158 very beautiful head office buildings were all bought for cash by Rex. We also own a number of game resorts in South Africa and other properties. Then we have an experienced senior management team. So these guys have been running the business from day one. Rex handpicked the people that he wanted to run the company, and they're still at the helm of the company now. And like I said, we're cash rich, we're debt free because of our assets. So as you can see here, the business has grown consistently since the day we started. If you look at the recessions of the early 80s, 90s and our recent double dip recession we've all experienced, Forever have enjoyed consistent growth. This is because even in times of austerity, people still need basics like shampoo, conditioner, tooth gel, deodorants, and ultimately as well, people are looking as well, it's, everyone wants to look good, feel good. So supplements and health tonics are still very high on people's agenda. And also during these poor economy times, people were turning to Forever as a way of replacing incomes lost or supplementing incomes or just having a bit of a backup plan. So our business has always been booming. Okay, so in the UK, we've been operating since 1993. And the gorgeous building you see there is called Longbridge Manor. That's our head office. Luckily for me, that's only 10 minutes down the road, but we do have other centres around the UK and also around the world. We've got Investors in People Award, which is testament to our fantastic training and development programs. So as you know, I said I'm from the restaurant and licensing background, so I really didn't know anything about health and wellness. So for me to have training in place that is this, gold standard for me was poignant for me. And we're also winners of the Direct Selling Association, which are a governing body which basically regulate the market in which we operate. So our business would be nothing without our phenomenal product range. They underpin our whole business and give real integrity to what we do. So why Forever products? Okay, so we are the #1 growers of aloe vera. We're also the largest beekeepers. We don't use anything nasty in our products. We've been growing our aloe organically for the whole 36 years that we've been in business. And we only use the inner leaf gel. We hand harvest it and we hand fillet it. And we have a unique patented stabilization process. So this basically means that same as if you were to make a fruit salad, you'd add some fruit juice to it. So this is exactly the same. What we do is we add some fruit juice to the aloe to stabilize it. And nobody can copy this. It's patented. So literally in comparison to the high streets, nobody can copy what we do. They would have to put the whole leaf in. We only use the gel and we also stabilize it with fruit juice. They would have to stabilize it by either adding heat or chemicals. So this, of course, gives us our superior quality product. So lucky for us again, in the UK, we have an advisory board and they have been instrumental in shaping how we're able to help and support so many people with our products and distributors. So as I mentioned before, my background, again, having no experience in aloe vera, for me was so reassuring that there's an advisory board there that I can ask questions. So on the left, we've got Dr. Peter Atherton. He was a GP, he had his own practice for over 20 years, and he took 2 years out to have a look at the benefits of aloe vera. He went to Oxford University and did a paper on it, and he's now considered the leading authority in aloe vera. So what Peter doesn't know about aloe vera isn't worth knowing. So then we've got Dawn Parker. She's our nutritional expert and our weight management and beauty expert. David Urch, he is our resident vet. He's actually still a practicing vet, and he was part of the UK horse team at the Beijing Olympics. So he knows firsthand how products can be used on animals. And then Louise Riley is our skincare, cosmetics and sports products advisor. And our professional advisory board are available to us at the end of an email to help us guide us with any product-related questions that we might have. And like I said, that's so reassuring when you're recommending to friends, relatives. Okay, so our products are certified by the Aloe Science Council, who check the quality and the purity of our aloe annually. We also have the kosher and halal ratings and the Islamic Society. So we can recommend our products and our business to anybody of any ethnic background. So the most powerful thing for me, though, on this slide is the unconditional 60-day money-back guarantee. You can literally recommend a product to somebody and they can give you back the empty bottle or the tube. They can literally have used the whole product and still get a 60-day money-back guarantee. That guarantee is underpinned by the company, so it doesn't leave the distributor out of pocket. We're also animal friendly, so we don't test our products on animals, but you can actually use the products on animals. So the Forever Living product range, if you have a look here, we've got health and wellness, we've got fitness and weight management, we've got beauty and cosmetics, animal and home, and then we do various product packs. So you can specialise in one area, or you can dip your toe in and out of them as you please, like I do. So who are your potential customer? Okay, so who do you know that uses tooth gel? Who do you know that uses deodorant? Hopefully a lot of people. Okay, so it could be that you're retailing to the mums at the school gates. It could be to your close friends. It could be people that you know at the gym. It could be anybody that you know with pets or horses. It could be family members, so your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother, literally anybody. And would I use the products myself? So I was already a Clean 9 customer. My mum had already drunk the aloe gel for her sore joints and her fingers. So I knew, only about 2 of the products in the range. So it was really important for me to get my hands on this starter pack and trial all the products. So that also I gave the benefits to some of my friends and family and got them to try some of the products when I first started as well. And they naturally see the benefits. So what Forever have cleverly done is they've put together this starter pack. So this contains 19 of the best-selling products and all the literature that you see there. So you're literally ready to get started immediately. Now let me talk you through 3 of my favourite products on the screen there. Okay, so the aloe gel in the centre, it's absolutely packed with nutrients and vitamins, amino acids, trace elements. So what I didn't realise, I was drinking the gel every day for weight maintenance. After doing the Clean 9, you're advised to keep drinking the gel. It helps keep you cleansed inside. So I kept drinking it. I had no idea that that was the reason why I actually hadn't got tonsillitis for over 2 years because of all the nutrients I was getting. Okay, on the right-hand side, let's choose the tooth gel. So the tooth gel, it's not a paste, so it's not abrasive on the enamel on your teeth. It contains aloe, so that's going to be a natural brightener for your teeth. And it also contains propolis, which bees actually produce to line their hives. And it's said that the inside of a beehive is more sterile than an operating table in a hospital. So the propolis within the tooth gel is actually like your natural antibiotic. So it's brilliant for gingivitis, it's great for bad bleeding gums. And also it contains fresh mint. So it's fabulous for keeping your breath fresh as well. So we all love the tooth gel. It also doesn't contain fluoride, so it's brilliant for children. Okay, and then on the left-hand side, I'll choose the heat lotion to talk about. The heat lotion is one of my favourites, mainly because if my 5-year-old daughter Molly gets a cough in the night, I can literally pop into her room, pop some heat lotion on the ball of her foot, pop some socks on, and literally she falls back to sleep straight away. The heat lotion is brilliant placed on the feet for congestion or for coughs. It can also be used on your temples for headaches, and obviously it's a favourite product with the sports market because it's brilliant for warming up your muscles and exercise. Okay, so here's the bit that most people are most intrigued about, and that is, okay, how do we actually make money? Okay, so basically it was very important for me that the business had ethical practices. And I obviously did my research on the company. What I didn't want to do is leave my Volca business, build up another business that wasn't going to be around for a long time. So it's very important that the business is built on ethical practices. And once again, after investigating it, Forever does and did tick all the boxes for me. Okay, so I also researched the products and the markets to be absolutely sure that there was an opportunity to build my business around the products and ranges that we actually offer. So look at the figures on the screen, they speak for themselves. Vitamins and supplements, 660 million in the UK market. Beauty products, 8.4 billion UK market. And then 90 million in the UK sports and nutrition market. And these are actually growing market sectors. So if you're going to choose to start up a new business, why not choose it in a business that's absolutely booming? These marketplaces grow every day. It roughly works out at around 19 million a day in the UK for a combined of these health and wellness areas. Okay, so as I mentioned to you before, everybody that you know is a potential customer. So people at work, people at the gym, people at the school gates, and people that you care about. So how do we actually sell these products? So here we are, you in the middle there. You are your best customer to start with. So you trial the products, use the products, fall in love with the products, you know, replace all of the products in your bathroom with products from your own shop. You will see the benefits, and that will mean that you will naturally share those benefits with your friends and family. When this happens, then you'll have great benefits, and those customers will keep coming back time and time again. And with your mentor's help, you'll build yourself a client base. Now, you're only ever looking for 20 to 30 customers. And this opportunity isn't about you having hundreds of customers, rather a small amount of people to whom you recommend a very high standard of service. I coach my team, we call it the Rolls-Royce service of retail. So by retailing the products, you can earn roughly £200 to £400 a month. So that might help towards an extra holiday, or it might help pay a bit more towards Christmas this year. It may help pay off some of your credit card debts. So rather than just retailing the products, you might want to start building a team to earn a bit more. So again, there's you in the centre. So who do you know? You've got your customers, and then we're going to build you some team. Okay, so what we look at doing is we multiply your time to help others. So if you find just 2 people that would like to earn an additional income per month, who do you know that's been moaning at work about how much they earn? So those 2 people, then you're serving them 40 customers. They have 20 customers each, that's 40 customers. If your 2 team members then recruit another 2 people, you're then distributing to 120 customers. Those 4 recruit 2 each, you then have 280 customers. Those 8 recruit 2, you've got 16 team members serving to 600 customers. Okay, so that will be what we call a manager style business. So you will be earning roughly £800 to £2,000 per month. And it doesn't always work like this. Life isn't as symmetrical as that. Some people will recruit 2, some might recruit 10, some might recruit 5. Others might recruit none and just stay at being a retailer. That's absolutely fine. The benefit of this business is it's your business, and it's you to decide how far you want to take it. And with the manager plan, we do a very realistic 5-month manager plan within the company for those who do want to get to this £800 to £2,000 per month quickly. Okay, so for me, I had bigger thinking than that. Recruiting 2 well, I wanted to earn more than that 800 to 2,000. So I looked at recruiting in multiples. So let's imagine, expand your thinking to you finding 5 people. 5 people all recruit 5 each. You've got yourself immediately 100 customers. 25, they recruit 5, you've got 25, that's to 600 customers. They all recruit 5, you've got 125 team members serving to 3,100 customers. Then 125 find 5 each, 625. You've got yourself 15,600 customers. It's absolutely incredible, and obviously you could never be expected to help serve 15,600 customers yourself, but obviously you've multiplied your time here. Okay, so then we look at a royalty style income. So how this works, our business is very different to any corporate job, and this was a real thing for me. I really loved the sound of this royalty style income, because with the vodka business, if I didn't work, I didn't get paid. Okay, so in Forever, we start to build managers. So you've got yourself to the manager position, and then your team starts saying to you, well, I want what you've got. So you coach them to become a manager. And that's when it becomes a real royalty style income. Those incomes become very secure. And with the power of Skype, FaceTime, and the internet, you can be building this team not only in the UK, but also worldwide. Who do you know that lives in America? Who do you know who lives in Africa? Who might live in Australia? Whose sister might live in Australia? So your team members can be from around the world in 158 countries, all of the countries that Forever operates. So you can not only just retail to other countries, you can build a team there as well. So I currently have a team in America, Spain, Sweden, Dubai, and Mexico, just to name a few. I actually get physical paper checks come in the post from these countries. So every day, my excitement literally grows to where my business is going to take me next. Who do I know that lives in another country, or who do my team know that lives in another country? It's really, really exciting. So achieving manager and helping others to achieve manager then opens up the doors to this royalty style income. Think of a singer who makes a pop song or an author who writes a book. They get paid a royalty every time somebody new buys that book, every time somebody downloads that record or buys the CD. And Forever is exactly the same. You build up your team, and Forever then rewards you for the rest of your life. So what's the income potentials? Okay, so as a manager, you could be looking to earn £20,000 a year. Again, very part-time. Most people are doing this around their current jobs or commitments. Now, a senior manager, if you help just 2 people achieve the manager position, you'll now be a senior manager, and you'll be looking at earning roughly £35,000 per year. Again, this can be very part-time. Until September, I was part-time still at this position. Okay, so I'm in between these two now, senior and soaring. Soaring manager, you're looking at £60,000 per year. That's from helping 5 people achieve the manager position. Help 9 people, you become a sapphire manager. That brings you £120,000 salary. Now, I will just say that these figures are very conservative. Like we said with the ethical slide previously, we don't lure people into this business with high, figures of high earning potentials. So these are very low figures. My best friend, Ange, that I mentioned before, she's a sapphire manager and already earns way over $250,000. So bear in mind these can be quite conservative. So diamond sapphire manager, that means that you then helped 17 people to achieve the manager position, and you'll be looking at earning $200,000 upwards. And then the highest position reached in the UK is diamond manager, and that's when you've personally sponsored 25 people that have become a manager under you. And for this, you'll be looking at earning way in excess of $350,000. Now, in the UK, we have John Curtis and Jane Leach. We're actually within their team, so we get better training than everybody else. They are the UK's diamond managers, but I'm sure soon there's going to be some other diamonds creeping up behind them. So worldwide, though, we do have double diamond managers, centurion managers. They've actually sponsored 100 frontline managers. So this could be you. Anybody listening to this presentation could be literally the next diamond manager or double diamond manager. You know, you can't walk into a normal job and say to your boss, I'd like a pay rise of 350,000, please. But in Forever, you can literally put this in your plan. You decide what you're worth. Nobody's going to tell you ever again how much you can and can't earn. Okay, so we also have a wide range of incentives to keep you motivated and driven. So once you're a manager and you build a business of a certain size, the company pays you up to £6,300, and we affectionately in the UK call this car plan, but essentially you can use this money to buy whatever you want. It's just simply a cash injection into your bank. So I already had a car when I won this, so I just put this cash into my holiday pot. Some people use it for school fees, other people use it to pay off their mortgage quicker, but literally it's up to you. Okay, so I'm guessing that you all like to travel. How about traveling for free? How about traveling 5-star? And how about with spending money? Okay, this is what we get with Forever. It is literally incredible, and for me, just unbelievable. When I was a manager for a very famous chef, my Christmas present was a turkey and a box of veg. And actually the box of veg just come out of the fridge and it needed to be used up. So literally for me to start winning holidays now is incredible. So last year, again, a childhood dream for me. Last year we won a holiday to Dallas. The company actually owns South Fork Ranch from the TV show, so we got to spend the day there. The company gave us a rodeo and an oil baron ball and taught us how to line dance. It was literally mind-blowing. And this year, okay, in 10 weeks' time, we're jetting off to Singapore, which is, again, just incredible. And in September, we'll be going to Mexico. So 2 holidays per year. Previous destinations have included Sardinia, and they've included Hawaii, London last year. But this year, we're lucky Singapore and Cancun. So you're always put in the best hotels as well. So another incentive is called the chairman's bonus. So because we're a privately owned company, the owner of the business gets to decide if he wants to share some of the profit. So in 2014, Rex generously gave $22 million to the distributors that had qualified for this incentive. Over $2.5 million of that was paid out to UK distributors alone. And the UK checks ranged from around $3,500 to over $1 million. And I am so excited because this year I'll be going to Singapore to receive my first ever check. And you can see there Jane Leach and John Curtis that I mentioned before, their 1.009 million check. Now, this is not their wages, this is their bonus. This is an added extra to say thank you for helping more people achieve their checks. You can only win these checks by helping more people. Okay, so how do you build your team? So very similar to how we said that you found your customers. Everybody you know is a potential team member. Okay, so our job is literally to show the business opportunity to people. It could be to a graduate from university. It could be somebody very fed up at work. It could be somebody who's just been made redundant. It could be, you know, your neighbours. It could be absolutely anybody. And what we do is we find people, we contact and we show them the business. So however you normally contact somebody, it might be that you send them a Facebook message. It might be that you've connected with them on Twitter. It could be that it's a video link. It could be that you take them to the local business presentation. Or it could be exactly like this presentation online, that you send them this video. And then all we do is we get them started. So to get people started, all we do is we ask them questions like, how much do you want to earn? How quickly do you want to earn it? And how much time do you have to put into it? We then work out a business plan to suit you. Okay, this isn't my business plan, this is your business plan. So this is about your goals and what you want for the business. So there's no pressure or demands, no targets that you don't set for yourself. You know, we don't give you high targets and put pressure on you at all. This is all about what you want to achieve. Okay, so the key elements from the previous slide, they become then a cycle. So the quicker you get around this cycle, the quicker your business will build. We do these tasks consistently every single day. Okay, and now on the screen here, you can see various people from different backgrounds that have made a successful business within Forever. Okay, The business is a great opportunity for various people from many different walks of life, many different backgrounds, and many different age groups. So the benefits of Forever For You. Okay, it's a proven business model. This has been working for 36 years. You don't come along and rewrite the wheel. It's already done for us. There is no limit to how much you want to earn. This is an uncapped income potential, okay? And the income is willable. I mentioned this at the beginning, and as a parent, this made the business a total no-brainer to me. So what happens is the business and the profit it generates, you can leave that profit and the income to your children as a legacy. There is really nowhere else that I've ever heard of this. And if you don't have children, you can leave it to your family, cat's home, whatever you choose, you just write it into your will. Okay, completely flexible. The business fits around your other commitments. And I couldn't really be a stronger testament to this. I built my business around my other very busy 7-day vodka business and obviously having a young daughter. So, you know, running a family, running a house, and being able to run 2 businesses, I managed to get above the position of senior manager before giving up my other full-time income. So full training and support, this is second to none. And because we are a global company and because we build our teams globally quite quickly, the training and support, we have team pages on Facebook, we have training videos, which you can sit at home and watch in your pajamas. You know, this is totally flexible around busy people. And then we have the benefit of proper trainings at head office where you can go and attend for the day. So there's lots of different ways. We also meet together as a company 5 or 6 times per year at what we call our success days, which are incredible for motivation. And then we also get lots of recognition and appreciation. So again, being self-employed, nobody had told me well done. So, you know, I love the fact that I win a holiday and being told well done for a good job. And appreciation, you know, you're always appreciated in Forever for every little tiny thing that you do. Okay, so will Forever work for you? Okay, it will work for absolutely everybody if you take into consideration the next 4 points. Number 1, will you take it seriously and put in the time and effort that any new venture requires? I often say that treat this business not that it costs you $199.75. Treat it like it cost you £100,000 or £20,000, whatever, but make sure you put the proper amount of effort into it. Secondly, are you self-motivated and willing to work closely and learn from others? Okay, we are not in your house making you motivated. That's something that you have to do for yourself. You've got to connect with your reason why you're doing this, and you need to get to work. Number 3, will you embrace change and tell everyone what you're doing? Okay, this is an MI5, we say. You've got to tell everybody. If your mouth is shut, effectively so is your shop. You are now your shop window. And the last one there, are you willing to think big, dream big, and set goals? Okay, so again, if you think back to everybody can put on their plan that they want to be a diamond manager, you know, you will be earning over $350,000 a year as a diamond manager. So you need to get into the mindset now of being a diamond manager. What would you be spending your $350,000 income on? What would you be spending that $1.009 million check on if and when you receive it? You know, really think big, dream big. And unfortunately in life, we dream huge when we're children. And unfortunately, our dreams get a little bit squished as we go along just to fit into the income that we're used to, etc. But with Forever, the sky's the limit. You set your own goals. So it's very important that they're huge from day one. Okay, so the next steps on how we get started. Very, very simple. First of all, we need to get you registered. So we just literally a form. We get you registered as a distributor. All we need on the form is your name, your address, and your bank account details of where to pay you. Then we need to order your distributor pack. So $199.75. I will just say the $199.75 is literally your business in a box. My partner's an electrician, and you know his test kit alone costs us over £700. The rest of his van with tools costs a hell of a lot more than $199.75 to get him started. We also pay, just to put this into perspective, we also pay £300 a month to Yellow Pages and £300 for Google advertising. So a business in a box at $199.75 is really, you know, it's just so reduced in price, and you also get a discount on the products that you get in that box as well. And then we need to get your business planning meeting booked. Again, remember, this is all about you and what you want to earn. So we're going to ask you the 3 difficult questions. Number 1, how much do you want to earn? Number 2, in what time frame? And number 3, how much time can you put into it? Okay, and it all brings us back to the slide that we saw at the beginning. Now, I hope that during this presentation, you might have actually thought to yourself, you know what, I wasn't watching this thinking about the fact that I need some recognition. I thought I was just watching this because I wanted to be debt-free. Well, now you'll have seen that there's other benefits to Forever. You know, more time and less time at work in your day job is going to give you a healthier way of living. You know, you can sleep in the mornings if that suits your body better. You can literally work at the weekends. You can literally fit this around when is better for you and your family. So it's just a new way of working. And like I said at the beginning, all of these things give you peace of mind. To be debt-free means you can have peace of mind. To be traveling gives you peace of mind. It gives you experiences. Even just winning the holidays that Forever provide give you massive experience in life. Okay, so change your thinking, change your actions, change your life. And I really do hope that after you've watched this presentation, you can't sleep a wink. Thank you.